So here we are, last day of GESS.
Again.
Again, it feels a little bit like deja vu, doesn't it?
Or Groundhog Day, depending on your point of view.
So, come on, Julia, how would you rate this year's GESS?
I think for me, we were talking about this the other day, the word that comes to mind is community. So we've worked really hard this year at bringing the BESA members together and also the kind of UK companies that have come out here. And there's been a real sense of community, of that collaboration piece, of companies working together to share opportunities and to share their experiences of working out in this region. And we've also offered additional support in terms of pre-event information and pre-event activities to try and encourage that sense of community amongst members. So, and I think it's coming to fruition, and I'm seeing a really tight group of companies who are out here. So that's what I see from this.
And I think I always think of the term glue when we're talking about BESA, because you've got loads of the support for the first-time attendees at GESS, as well as that collaboration and networking with more experienced attendees here.
Yeah.
But you've also got that link, you're supporting the Department of Trade and other regional representations that are coming from the UK perhaps for the first time?
Yeah, I think that's very true. So we've had the Department for Business and Trade and their international trade advisors on the stand, and they use the BESA stand as a hub, which enables our members to come and visit them because they always know where they are, and they can share their experiences and that advice from their area of expertise. And we were also very lucky to have the new Trade Commissioner for Dubai and the Middle East attend our networking event yesterday, and he was brilliant because often these people are very busy, so they come, they do their kind of official piece, and then they have to be elsewhere. But he stayed around, he spoke to companies, he was really engaged. He's really keen to see what he can do in his role and what DBT in a broader organisation can do to support companies both here and actually in other regions around the world where DBT are working. And it was. I think he was really impressed to see it in action again, and again that group of how many companies are out here, how many companies are interested in doing business, and what those opportunities really look like. It's a tangible manifestation of what the opportunities look like.
And it's lovely to hear, because I always try and focus on the positives. You know, brand GB, the resources, our EdTech, the tools we've got are so in demand and respected across the region. And yet sometimes we have to rely more on BESA because compared to other nations, there's perhaps less centralised government support to allow organisations to be out here and fly the flag.
Yeah, and I agree, and I think it is essential to have that centralised point of contact. We had somebody turn up yesterday who was opening a new school, and he literally came to our stand and said, "We're opening a new school, we want to use British resources. This is what I need, who do I need to speak to?" And he had it was basically in his everything. So we were literally drawing a map, go visit these people, talk to these people, and that's fantastic, because he's not only were we able to help, but he'd come with that idea in his head already, which shows how that UK Education PLC has got traction over here.
And do you think that's, in a way, one of the changing faces that I see for BESA is there's a perception that it's all about this conduit for British education suppliers, but increasingly it's also a conduit for schools to reach out for trusted resources?
Yeah, absolutely. And we see it here, we're also seeing it at home and in the UK, and we're, as part of our strategy going forward, it's always been a focus, but it's going to be more of a focus because we want to we are the champion, and we want to really champion the excellent work that all our members do and provide and make sure that everybody recognises what that BESA badge of honour represents and why you should be buying BESA, buying British overseas and buying BESA as well.
Well, absolutely. I mean, one of the things that's lovely in the UK Pavilion is with a collection of providers with the most diverse possible set of solution and resources, but all signing up to those kind of core visions and values, transparency, the way that people do business. And that's really nice. You feel much more comfortable hanging your hat on that.
You do. And I feel very proud when I walk around and we've got on the pavilion, every stand has got the Union Jack to show it's a British company, but also the BESA members have got their BESA logo on there, so we're always pointing that out to visitors. But it makes me very proud when I walk around and I see that.
It's lovely, but I think also as vendors it makes us proud because it's lovely to be part of something that you really value, and actually you take it for granted. There's not that many places that have the same kind of close-knit ecosystem, attending events and working together.
No, it's very true. It's very true.
But all in all, it's been a good show, hasn't it?
Good show.
Really,
excellent
really
show.
positive.
I've got to that point last day, tired but happy, and I think that's how you want it to be, really.
Absolutely. And on behalf of the EdTech vendors who are here, thank you.
Oh,
As always, huge support at the show. But it's all about the work that goes in before that really makes the difference for these events.
It's a real team effort. So there's 2 of us here from BESA, but there's the whole crowd at home that have done everything. Everybody's put something into getting us here and our members here. And so it's, as always, Team BESA.
Absolutely.
100%.
And if you're a UK education supplier of anything, come and join the Team BESA family.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. See you next year.